Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday morning, 1 degrees here. It's 5:15. You know, so here's what I'm thinking today. That's probably a dumb idea, but we might try this anyway. So today is Hampstead Day, and Main Street is closed from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. So, the way my mind works, I'm like, hey, that means I have 45 minutes to ride through downtown Hampstead, see what's going on. I've got that on. Come on. This starts up.
Connected to YouTube live stream Tyus 6_CYE.
There we go.
Connected to YouTube live stream Tyus 6_CYE.
I think we're going to do it because that started right up. That was my sign. All of my technical features are up and running, working well. Here we go. All right. So it's Hampstead Day. I've got 2 deliveries. Lenny's and What a Day. They are both in the van. They're huge. I have a lot of donuts. So when I get down to Lenny's, I'll show you. I'll show you my donuts. Let's get going, though. Let's get rolling. Lights on, seat belts. Let's get out there and pursue some happiness. And so here's my idea. This is probably going to be dumb, but you know what? We're going to do it. The main street of Hampstead is going to be closed all day today for this event. And it closes at 6 o'clock, or at least that's what the signs say. Now, you think they close a little early? I don't know. We're going to find out because I'm going to pretend like I've got to drive through Hampstead. Here we go. See what they're doing. Watch. See, here's the sign. According to the sign, right? Main Street closed. 16th, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Main Street closed. Okay, it is not 6 o'clock yet, so we should be able to drive through. Let's just see if they're setting stuff up or if they've already blocked the street. We're going to find out. Oh, I've got to be over here today. Here we go. So here we go. This is where we veer off. Never done this before. Woo! I mean, I've done this before, but not during the delivery route, because I normally would have no reason to go down this road. Let's just see what it looks like. It's quiet so far. I don't know where they stop it. So the bakery is slightly north. I mean, it's considered Hampstead, but it's the very northern tip of Hampstead, Maryland. So now we're driving down through Hampstead, which is a little sleepy rural town in the northwest.
One and only Mookie MC says already, this trip has some tension built in.
Good morning, Mookie. Saturday morning, bright and early. So far, nothing. You know what? If we just drive through Hampstead and it looks like absolutely nothing at all, this is going to be right on par with my normal, my normal events. I mean, we should be able to drive through. I'm not even cutting it that close. Maybe they don't come out until 6 o'clock. Maybe they don't do anything until 6. I don't know. But these are rural people out here in Carroll County. They get up early. They're farmers. We'll at least get to see Hampstead. Both Lenny's and What a Day had pretty big deliveries today. Lenny's had a little bit of everything. And What a Day ordered 174 Donuts, which is a big order for them. Here we go. Street lights are nice. Has a nice touch. Nothing. Detour. They put a detour sign up. They're starting to put the signs up, like the detour signs. I think it's still going to be quiet right now. They haven't set anything up yet. I don't know what time it officially starts. Here's the Hampstead Fire Department. What's up here? Yeah, see, that's where they're going to block the road off. They didn't block it yet. We might have to turn around.
One and only Mookie MC says the questions are fast and furious. As typical of small rural towns, the folks up early are farmers and donut delivery drivers.
Correct. That is correct. Here we go. I think they're going to let us through. This is definitely where the road blockage is going to happen here. All right. There's nothing happening here yet. I guess they're all... No parking on the street. Everybody's been banned from parking on the street. We made it. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. They got their street lights all the way down, the whole length.
And only Mookie MC says that seemed uneventful.
Well, I wanted to see if we were going to get through, and we got through. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. There's Dunkin' Donuts right there. You know, we can say we were one of the last cars to make it through Hampstead before the event. It was uneventful, though, I must admit. But in a way, that's good. Our gas prices, I noticed coming up that our gas prices are down again. It's definitely a big yo-yo time for gas prices. But yesterday, everybody here was $4.49, and today we're back down to $4.39.
And only Mookie MC says chalk that up as a win and a feather in your cap. At Moxieman says I got woke up by a tow truck lol took my rental but I called he came right back I got lucky no fee. It's complex so they have predatorial towing.
Well that was lucky. All right, here we go. And we're just coming at this traffic circle from the end. So now we're back on our normal route. So did you just have to move it to another nearby spot? How far did you have to move your rental car?
Oxyman says it's all good law. The one and only Mookie MC says good morning. At Moxieman, I hope you are feeling well.
Yeah, how's your neck and back?
Oxyman says I just have to call the number tomorrow. Difficult bucks to register. Oxyman says hey Mookie, you are always around.
Mookie gets around. I think this church, this church is definitely setting up an event also. I don't know what they're doing. Probably trying to capture some of the festival people.
Oxyman says BRB some tea.
Get some tea. I think today we're going up to in the 70s today. It's gradually getting warmer this week.
Oxyman says Rosie delayed.
She can be sometimes.
And only Mookie MC says did you go out of your way to see them setting up for the 6 a.m. closure?
Did I go out? Not really. Like, so that was Main Street. Main Street runs parallel to the bypass that we would normally be on. So it wasn't really out of my way. It was just going down a slower route.
And only Mookie MC says yes. Rosie is taking her time to read chat, I think.
Yeah, I haven't figured out why that happens. What makes her respond faster sometimes and slower others?
And only Mookie MC says so the closure will not affect your return trip. At Moxieman says and the other day it speeds up too much winking face.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it does speed up. No, Mookie, it shouldn't. Because, well, I mean, the bypass, actually, the return trip of our delivery route, it shouldn't affect at all, really. Because we kind of come back to the bakery from town. We're coming in for an angle. But it may mean, I guess it'll mean there'll be more traffic on the bypass throughout the day, but it shouldn't really be too bad. It had a good, and she said it's really kind of hard to tell. Sometimes it can actually reduce business a little bit because people are, if they're hanging out at the festival and eating and stuff, they may not need to stop by the bakery. So it can be a reduction in business, but I don't think it's terribly noticeable. Because we're north of that area. I guess if the bakery was on the stretch of Main Street, it would probably affect business a lot. Guess in a good way. I mean, you'd only get the people that were there for the festival, though. You wouldn't get your other people. Apparently, Whataday thinks they're going to have a very busy Saturday.
Says when I'm at a festival, I go elsewhere unless food is ridiculous. Then you'll go eat and come back.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like especially donuts and treats and stuff. Like usually at a festival, you're going to have, people with food trucks and stuff like that all over the place.
And only UPMC says instead of a lemonade stand, Bob should let you operate a donut stand near that work zone.
I know. I thought about the fact that, all you'd have to do is put up a little tent with a table and a cash register and you're good to go. I could do it at the back of the van.
Seaman says yeah, for real, people love them.
I can't believe it's 5:30 and the sun is almost up already. I mean, it's early. And we've still got, what is it? It's June 21st is the longest day, right? So we've still got a month that the days will be getting longer.
Seaman says yeah. At Mock Seaman says Mookie, did you have breakfast yet?
Yeah, what's everybody having for breakfast? I don't eat breakfast, so I can't relate to breakfast food. I hope Mookie eats before he shaves, because that's a long process. He needs his energy. Moxie Man, have you started any kind of like therapy? Has that started yet? I think you said that was going to be a couple weeks before they start doing that.
One and only Mookie MC says I plan on having a small container of strawberry and banana yogurt after my morning routine. I like to keep my concentration on shaving. At Moxieman says yeah I go to physical therapy June 4th so long after.
Oh, that's right, June 4th. Yeah. It is funny that they waited so long.
Moxieman says but there's the lawyer's doctors too.
Do they want you?
Moxieman says I have no clue who they send me to yet. Anna says let's try this again. Morning all.
Morning. What happened? Did you type something and it didn't come through?
Moxieman says hey. Anna says yes.
It's weird. Very.
One and only Mookie MC says good morning, at Donahue 594.
And it looks like it's going to be a really good day here.
Moxieman says well look at that sky.
I know. That's what I was thinking. It's so early to be this bright. There's no traffic. I mean, this is pretty sweet. I'm hoping to get
Anna says 78 degrees today in Metro Boston.
nice.
At Moxieman says really in Boston.
That is really nice. I think maybe we're going to get up to 80 today. It might be. Remember, it's going to get gradually warmer. I know by Monday or Tuesday, I think we're going to be in the 90s, maybe low 90s.
Anna says warm for the next few days.
Yeah.
At Moxieman says El Nino.
Yeah, it's true. Well, what is it like up there? What's it like in Chicago? Have you warmed up?
One and only Mookie MC says it's hard to believe, with my furnace kicked on to take the chill off last night, but on Monday it will be 93.
Yeah.
At Moxieman says Chicago is 65 now goes to same 78 today.
Oh, good. Wow. That's pretty funny. It's all kind of consistent. Yeah, yesterday it warmed up, and it wasn't too warm, but the sun was out, so my house was getting a little warm. I ended up turning the air conditioner on in the evening, but I don't think it really came on very much.
Oxyman says I am stepping away.
All right, very good.
One and only Wookie MC says, do you have any issues with shipping donuts, or is the delivery today not as large?
It is a large delivery, but I think that I'll show you guys how I laid it out. The donut, I can't stack the donuts, so I had just enough room today for the donut. Well, I probably could have taken maximum. I could have had 2 more trays. I could have had a tray up here with me in the passenger seat, and I probably could have put a tray on top of the cabinet like I did the other day. But it's pretty full. Like the donuts are too high. Like if I can't put another tray, there's like a plastic cover that we have. So if I put the plastic cover on top, I can put another tray on top like I did the other day with all of the Danish. So I could do that with the Danishes, and I could do it with the cookies. But the donuts are a little bit too high. I want to get a rack back there that has a few more shelves on it. The one that I have right now, that I usually put all of Lenny's stuff in, has 7 shelves on it. And I think I've actually got one at home that I have to work on. That was where the soldering came in. I'm not soldering. I'm going to be, what's it called? Brazing. But once I get that together, I think I'll have that rack will have 15 or 16 shelves on it. So I could double that. But yeah, the answer to am I concerned about shifting, it would be no. Not today. I wonder if that bakery truck is going up the street. See that truck that just went by? I wonder if that's going to Lenny's. It's not. It's going to get gas. No? Maybe.
One and only Mookie MC says so no.
Correct. You know, you're going to be shocked to hear this, Mookie, but sometimes I take a long sentence that I've typed up to reply to a question or something, and I'm like, nah, this sentence is way too long. And I'll put it in AI, and I'll be like, can you just shorten this? Can you make this, usually what I say is, can you make this sentence more concise, but still, retain all the information or whatever. And then it'll come with 5 words. My sentence was probably 20. I've never had it come back though with just 1 word. No. All right, watch. This truck is going to make a right-hand turn into Lenny's. Watch. It's going to happen. There we go. This is the guy that backs in between the railings.
One and only Mookie MC says I do believe it. The one and only Mookie MC says, do you think we may get to hang out with Randy again today?
Randy at what a day? I thought it was Roger. Wasn't it Roger? I made up that name, but I think, see, look what he does there. Look at that. I'm very impressed by that. We're going to be over here.
One and only Mookie MC says, oh, yes, Roger.
Yeah, it was. Oh, look at me. All right, here we go. I don't know. No, I don't think Roger will be over there. And I don't know this guy's name. I'll have to make up something new for him. This is Andy. We'll say he's Andy. All right, let me go in and get my rack. Very impressed by that.
Yes, sir.
Very impressive. It's just like you wing it right in there. I didn't realize you did it quite that fast either, man.
Oh,
You're very good.
It took a while. 26 years.
Thank you.
27 years.
Wow. This is not H&S Bakery. I thought it was H&S Bakery.
Yeah, I've been doing living for since 2004.
Oh, really? So you're pretty familiar with that. See this. It's a little dangerous there. Let me go get you guys. All right. 27 years he's been doing that. Here we go. Oh, there we go. All right, that's good. That's good. That's good right there. I gotta make sure that thing doesn't roll. We're on an angle today. Cakes, eclairs. Start right down there. Oh, I was going to show you guys. Look. So see, I've got, it's really not that bad. The bottom tray there is also What a Day, right? So I have to put one of What a Day's donut trays. But this is that cabinet I was talking about. So that, I can get one in there that's a little bit taller. It'll give us a little more room. But yeah, there's no shifting issues with that stuff in there like that. It's not like the boxes. Sometimes when they have the boxes.
And only Mookie MC says Andy would know how to handle the angle.
Handle the angle. He would. You're right. He'd probably have no trouble with that at all. Myself very little room to work here, guys. These are all the Danish going in here. They got a lot today. They got 50. I think they got 50 cookies, 44 Danish. And then we've got donuts, apple turnovers, apple fritters. Put you there. Okay. This is all what a day stuff now. All right, guys. All right. All right, man. Have a good weekend. By the way, that company that truck, that is, they're part of H&S Bakery, which is the same bakery. It's a bakery in Maryland, and that was that truck that remember that truck that got hit by a plane a week ago or so. It's the same company. That truck was actually coming from Baltimore when it got hit. Tell you what, streets out here, it's not easy to be a bakery delivery guy. I mean, my first thought once I realized the guy was fine, I can't believe that, I mean, the truck basically rolled over, but he only got some scratches from broken glass. But I have to admit, I did think for a second, I was like, man, that would have been a great live stream. He did have a video in the thing, but I think it was just a... All right, here we go. Off to what a day.
One and only Mookie MC says, who do you think would win in a fight? Andy or Roger?
Think. What do you think? I think Andy. Because, I was watching, and I don't remember who made the comment. Somebody made a comment about Rogers' stacking of the boxes. Oh, look, there's a deer on the side of the road there. Did you see him? He's just sort of hanging out. Did you all see him?
One and only Mookie MC says, do you think you could set up one to live stream?
The fight?
Donna says the pilots and passengers didn't even know they hit him till later.
I know, that was crazy. I mean, that's the craziest thing about it was, and this is really awful, but I mean, if that plane had only been like maybe a foot, considering that situation, they were literally like inches away from a total disaster. That would have been awful. So I don't know. I mean, everybody's fine and all, but extremely lucky, that situation. But I just think I watched that replay because I was going to get a picture for my thumbnail or something, and I was watching him stack and it seemed like a lot
Donna says her is
of
suing
thought.
for the FEMA.
I would think so. I mean, call me crazy, but somebody had to be doing something wrong in that scenario. I heard them talking about it, and everybody was saying the planes are really pretty close when they go over there all the time, and like the wind can have a significant effect. Like you can drop kind of quickly, but still, it's crazy. I just can't believe he got out of that without significant harm. Oh, another deer. Wow. They're all over the place here. There's a bird eating something from 7-Eleven. Got a lot of wildlife activity going on. There's more happening here than there was on Hampstead's Main Street this morning. But voila, it is 6 o'clock. You can no longer drive through Hampstead, Maryland. Attention local viewers, attention local viewers. Hampstead Main Street is now closed till 5 p.m. If you want to see Hampstead's Main Street today, you could always scroll back on my video. You watch my video. It was breathtaking. I think that's a good
Donna
word.
says why.
They're having I think it's just called Hampstead Day. It's like a festival in the streets. So they've got Main Street blocked off from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And
only Mookie MC says Craig has an exclusive.
so I decided to be driving through before 6 o'clock. I wanted to see what it was going to look like. If people were setting stuff up, nobody was. The only people that were getting anything set up at all were the people that were preparing to close the road. So like they had these large, like cement blocks. I guess they're going to put in the street to stop people from driving. But other than that, it was very clear. There was nothing was being set up yet. And they do it once a year. It's a lot, it's like a lot of vendors and people, crafts, food, games. I don't think they have a parade. Reisterstown has a festival. Maybe I'll film some of that, but they don't. Theirs is in September. They have a parade, all that kind of stuff, and theirs goes on for an entire weekend. So in Rice, there's a festival called the Reisterstown Festival that starts like on a Friday. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday type of thing. So it's not, they don't close the street, but they do have a parade. They have fireworks. That house is getting decked out. Eats almost like
One and only Mookie MC says if you had asked me if taking the time to go back and review that footage from earlier today, I would say no. Craig's explanation is taking longer, but yet somehow is still not as interesting.
Yeah, it didn't take long. We drove right through. Mookie was on the edge of his seat the whole time, waiting for something to happen. I mean, there weren't even any cars parked on the side of the road because you couldn't park on the side of the road. So it was as plain as Hampstead could ever be. It's cute street lights. I mean, it's a cute little town. It really is. Dog walker. See, if I had a donut, not a donut, but if I had a cookie, I need my band cookies. I got to get that started. It's now warm enough weather and the sun's up. This is prime cookie time. Prime cookie time. I'm going to have to say something to Jennifer. I need my band cookies. You know, Mother's Day is over now. Maybe we should, you know what? I'm thinking. This is dangerous. I'm thinking.
One and only Mookie MC says I think I saw a yellow flashing light. 1.
A yellow flashing light? Oh, yeah. You mean when we were driving through? I think you're right. There was one area where there were some flashing lights. Like it got exciting for a minute. But here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we should make the van cookies, and when I say van cookies, I mean they're like sugar cookies with the, you know, the cutter is shaped like a van, so it looks kind of like this van sort of. But they can put printed sugar on the cookies, so you can like put a picture on it. What I was thinking, but that printing doesn't last that long. Like in the sun, it's the way that sugar works. It doesn't really. It's good for a while, but it's very sensitive. So I don't think I would have any of that on the cookies that I had in the van. But I wonder if she could make some cookies and have them for sale in the bakery, and they would have my QR code for my channel on the cookie. It's like the person would buy the cookie. Oh, it's a little van cookie. They would buy the cookie, scan it, and boom, they could watch their bakery's delivery in process. I'm thinking out loud, which is very dangerous.
Anna says maybe on packaging. The one and only Mookie MC says I think I scanned a QR code once in my life.
I've done it. Yeah, I guess people probably don't. But wouldn't you if you were like curious? I don't know. Maybe you would. Maybe it's like a scary kind of like somebody could be trying to, you know, like download a malicious virus.
Morganel2225 says good morning.
Good morning. Happy Saturday. It is the weekend. What's going on?
One and only Mookie MC says it would be funny if the QR code melted and you gave it to them to an adult.
Yeah, like it got morphed a little bit. They'd be like, I knew we were going to see buns, but I didn't know it was going to be.
He says good morning. At Morganel2225. At Morganel2225 says I'll make you a deal. I'll come in and wash dishes. You decorate my cakes.
No, I'll check with the dishes. It takes about it yesterday. I take of you making one of flowers, but I think you were by the time I thought. I gotta start getting some video action in the bakery.
Anna says you can order QR code labels to buy on packaging.
Yeah, that's true. I think that would make sense. That makes sense. Was that yesterday? Were like those 3 big cakes with the flowers, was that yesterday? My days are running together.
L2225 says I think I have a couple today with flowers too.
All right, cool. I want to get a video how you make a flower with the icing. I'm taking my camera and stuff into the bakery now because I don't want it to sit in the car and get hot. So yesterday I ran out of time. I didn't have time to like play around with the camera, but I was gonna see if I could set the camera up back by the sink. I would.
One and only Mookie MC says I think if I was to accept a cookie, I would want it wrapped in plastic. Then you can put a QR code label on it.
Yeah. That is what we would be doing. Like I would be handing out cookies in like a sealed plastic container, little bag. We could put a sticker on it. Remember the cookie? I can't remember the circumstances around the cookie that had the hole in the plastic. Remember that? Remember when I gave the lady at the gas station a cookie and I had tried to peel the price tag off of it and it tore the bag a little bit? But that wasn't one of the plastic wrappers that I'm thinking of. That was like just a cellophane type of wrapper. That's what that was. We have these little plastic bags that are kind of a sturdy plastic. You could definitely peel a price tag. I mean, we wouldn't put the price tag on it to begin with, but the cookie that I was taking to the lady at BJ's gas station was wrapped in a cellophane type of wrapper. And I tried to peel the price tag off and it tore like a little tiny hole in the wrapper.
So and only Mookie MC says you punctured a hole in it. Yes.
Yeah, I did. So when I gave her the cookie, I had to explain why there was a hole in the wrapper. I didn't want her I didn't want her to be thinking like, oh, what'd you do, just find this?
225 says, was it one of the saran wrapped one? Ha ha ha.
Yeah, it was.
The one and only Mookie MC says the hole was huge.
It wasn't huge. It was small. It was a tear. It's more of a tear. It wasn't huge. It looked huge on. It was I think it was one of the big chocolate chip cookies. And then the live, as soon as I walked over to the booth where she was working to hand her the cookie, the live stream went out. That was before I had the set up so that it could stay connected while I was getting gas. I think that's a recent development. So if I was parked under the canopy on top of the gas pumps, my live stream would freeze up. And it froze up as I was walking across the parking lot to go give her the cookie. Stuff like that always happens to me. And so you guys, you think I make all this stuff up.
The one and only Mookie MC says you held it up to the camera. It was larger than your wallet hairs. The one and only Mookie MC says we have no proof.
It was. It was. My wallet hairs. I don't have wallet hairs anymore. I cut my wallet hairs.
The one and only Mookie MC says we have no proof.
No proof that the cookie was ever delivered, or no proof that I've cut the wallet hairs. And it was only a hair. It was really one. It was just one hair. Have you ever had like that one hair that comes out of I can't remember what. There was some conversation they were having when that guy, the skateboarding across America's live stream that I've been watching like every afternoon now. They were having a conversation of something that I thought was hysterical. It sounded like something. I can't remember. Oh, I know what it was. So he's skateboarding across America, and he was talking about, I think he's got an issue with, he's got a little bit of pain in one of his feet because
the one and
I think
only
he's got.
Mookie MC says no proof of a trimmed wallet. As someone who takes shaving very seriously, I think I would know. That wallet was hairy.
It was. It might have been two, and two at the most. I think it was. It might have been two. Might have been two hairs, but I really only one. There was like a little one next to it. But anyway, when the skateboarding guy was talking about, I think he has an ingrown toenail, and so people started that was causing him a little bit of discomfort, and I guess it was swollen, and he was afraid. I don't know with ingrown that I've ever had one that needed to be like drained or anything, right? Please, pardon me if anybody's eating breakfast. Okay. I'll finish that story in a minute. Let me get my, or maybe I shouldn't finish that story.
Donna says no longer hungry.
Yeah.
The one and only Mookie MC says this is a new low.
I swear this happened. And I was just watching it. I didn't even participate in this conversation, just to let you know. I only watched it. It was like 2 days ago. I'll timestamp it I'll make a comment, timestamp it so you can go. All right, I better call them. I don't think they see me. What time is it? Oh, it's not even 6:30. That's why. All right, let's go here. Let's make a phone call. I gotta make a phone call. What day? Here we go. Will they pick up? You think they'll pick up today? I don't know. What do you think? Yes or no? I'm gonna say no. All right, one more ring and I'm hanging up because they're just gonna come to the door.
Donna says, oh no, he is going to leave us hanging.
Like a hangnail. Good morning. I should turn the lights off.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Okay.
All right, let's unpack these donuts. We got 174 today. 174 donuts. I'll go grab you guys. Lights off. All right. Signs half on. Should check that before I go in so I can let her know it's not on. Okay. There we go. That's good. Oh, it's on now. The other side came on. All right, let's unpack these little boogers. Look at that. Yeah, baby. It's cream filled, heavy tray. We got jelly filled. We got Boston cream. Yeah, dog. Strawberry M&Ms. White glaze, straight up glazed. Oreos. I think the big winner for today, though, is going to be the chocolate. Here, I gotta get them out of here. Chocolate frosted. It's the winner for the day. It's the first tray. Got a couple Heath bars on there. More chocolate, more chocolate. I'm trying some different visual effects.
The one and only Wiki MC says this is quite a good selection.
Quite a few. Yeah, I know. It's more M&Ms, more chocolate. A lot of chocolate going in here today. Is that the only? We got some close. We got 8 of the Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles. Drive-through. Somebody's at the drive-through. I think they open at 6:30, right? Is 6:30 yet? This guy is on it. So I gotta get my morning coffee. There are the rest of the Fruity Pebbles, a few Heath Bar. And now we go to Cronuts. Cronuts. Danishes. Straight up Danishes. The cronut that's on this tray, he was arguing with the other one. So he's like, I don't want to be on the tray with them. They're not my friends. So he's decided to hang out with the cinnamon buns. And there's our standard. Always those two coconut right there in the middle. Yummy. They haven't helped this guy yet. He's still sitting. This guy is still sitting at the drive-thru. All right, I'm going to go in there. Keep an eye on him. Look. Uh-oh. Is it 6:30? He's coming around to the front. I see him now. Look, I can see out the front window. Driving by, he's looking at the window. You got a stalker out there.
I saw. We're not up this.
I know.
We're not the second person that's done that.
Today? Already?
Yeah.
Really?
I think people don't like.
Well, before you didn't even have the sign on, right?
Yeah, I always turn the sign on a little bit earlier,
Yeah.
but like it's not like uncommon for drive-throughs to have their signs just always blank.
Yeah, that's true.
So
That's true.
it always like,
Exactly. Did he park out there or did he just go away?
I did see him stop with the sign.
He did.
So
You never know. All right. See you later. Have a good one. Guys. I will tell you this though. Close that door. I know our bakery like opens at 6, but I frequently see Bob putting his flag out 5:30, quarter up. I mean, he doesn't wait. Okay. Stop. Oh, I should go close the door.
Activionet says good morning at Mookie.
Janet, good morning. All right. All deliveries are made. Now let's see when we go around whether that truck is still sitting in front, you know? I'm always curious about these things. And I know you all are afraid I've forgotten about my story, but I haven't. My ingrown toenail. Ingrown, it wasn't a hangnail, it was an ingrown toenail. Not mine, Janet. I do not have an ingrown toenail. Chad. Nope. No truck out here. No truck. Is 6:30.
And an only Mookie MC says, oh, goody.
What are we doing over there? Okay. So, so Chad, a skater, skating across America. I think he was actually in the van, like he was getting ready to go back out. So that he was just talking, and he was in the support van, getting ready to go back out. He was talking about how his toe hurt. It must have been swollen or something. Anyway, I'm sure it doesn't take much. The guy is roller skating. I mean, not roller skating, skateboarding for whatever, 12 hours a day or something. So I'm sure it was bothering him quite a bit. So he was talking about it, and then somebody, of course, in the chat was like, "Pop it." That was what drew my attention. So then the conversation sort of went on from there about what he should do about this ingrown toenail and the best way to address it. But so he gets back out on the road and he's talking, and the people are just sort of talking about that in general, like what they might do. Some guy who, I don't know if he was serious or not, but some guy said he lost a toe because his name was Mike, and he said, yeah, he's like, he had a problem like that. I guess he was trying to warn Chad that he shouldn't try anything crazy. He's like, he had an issue with a toe. He tried to fix it like that, and now he's got 9-toe. They call him 9-toe Mike. So I'm following along in this conversation, and then all of a sudden, but this is the cool part. So all of a sudden, Chad is skateboarding along, and you're like thinking to yourself, "Oh man, this must really," it's hot. He's in the desert. I don't know how he's doing it, because he's got to wear like this equipment over it, like to hold his phone and stuff like that. I mean, he really is going above and beyond this whole thing live stream. So he's skateboarding along, and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh," he's like, "I don't know what just happened." It's like, maybe it popped, but it feels 100% better. He was like so excited because this thing popped. It relieved the pressure on his toe somehow. So anyway, that's my story. You're welcome. Donna, I apologize. You might have to put your food in the microwave. You might have to heat it up in the microwave.
This might be one of those stories that you ask AI to summarize.
Yeah, this definitely could have been like 2 sentences, probably. Oh. But yeah, I was that again yesterday. Yesterday he's still in Texas. He's going to be in Texas for I don't know how many days, but because he really only goes 75 to 100 miles a day. Yesterday he 73.
Jeanette says, I have to tune in and watch him. The one and only Mookie MC says if I could find it, I would hit the unsubscribe button immediately.
I'm not going to tell you where it is. Oh, goodness. Yeah, he had a rough day yesterday. The road surface was very rough, and the wind was kind of coming at him. He was in a headwind, I think he got 73 miles yesterday. But he has a good attitude about it. Like his goal is 30 days, but if it takes him a few more, it's not going to be the end of the world. Sunglasses. I don't know whose sunglasses they are.
Anna says here is the summary. Chats would hurt, and then it didn't.
Yeah, that's a good.
Net says I am always fascinated by people who do these things. I watched the guy who biked across Europe and then I'm waiting for the guy who is going to sail around the world solo.
And is he gonna stream that when he sail? I think live streaming is more fun than doing videos. Videos are good. I mean, they're
Net
helpful.
says he does a lot of videos and some live.
I mean, I would think you could if you had a Starlink, he could probably do it. Probably live stream from his boat.
Net says he did his first sail from Oregon to Hawaii.
Wow. How long does that take?
And only Mookie MC says when someone asks what the high point of today's live stream was all about, I'm going to be forced to say it was when Craig told the story of an infected ingrown toenail to cop.
Well, or you could go with the summary. I thought the summary was quite good because it left out, some of the details that some people might be put off by, Popped is never a good thing to refer to when you're dealing with a medical condition. But that reference is definitely what drew me into the conversation originally on that live stream.
Anna says I would go with QR codes for cooking. Net says
There
it
you
took
go.
him a couple weeks. Then he bought a larger sailboat and is now retrofitting it to prepare for his big sail around the world.
Wow. I bet that gets a little crazy if you have to go. How do they go around like the Americas and Asia? Do they have to go down to the tip of Africa and the tip of South America? I think there are areas down there that are very dangerous. to navigate. The sky's pretty cool looking over there. The sun is very bright. Oh, I forgot.
Net says I have no idea, but now I'm worried he won't know how to handle a tow issue out in the middle of the Pacific.
You never know. Well, if he's doing a live chat, if he's doing a live stream, you could chat and let him know that he should just pop it. But Chad didn't actually do it intentionally. Whatever happened to him, and he didn't discuss it today or yesterday.
Anna says advice. Don't do short on tow thing.
No, I don't think I'm going to do that. Yes. I agree, Don. I totally agree. You know, yesterday, I don't know if anybody picked up on it or heard me, but yesterday when I was driving down the bypass, so in the first part of the trip yesterday, there was some kind of container on the left-hand side of the road. And I'd passed it on the way up. I think I said, yeah, I saw that on the way up. It was some kind of weird metal container. And the reason I bring it up today is because when Bob got back to the bakery, wow, that was a lot of bees. When Bob got back to the bakery, he said that he saw people, like there was a group of cars, you know, like maintenance trucks around it, and it was like a hazmat situation. So I don't know what was in that container, but whatever it was, the people that were sent there to deal with it were a group who handle hazmat materials. So I'm kind of glad I didn't stop to investigate it, because who knows? I could have been glowing for the rest of the day. We'll probably get gas tomorrow, but I have a tank right now.
Pianette says I'm starting to think that Craig is planting his boxes and containers on the side of the road.
That was...
The
No.
one and only Mookie MC says someone got rid of a mobile meth lab.
It was a very strange... I don't know how to describe it. It was almost like a cube. You know? I mean, it was a... trying to think of size-wise.
Prisoner 207 says, or you might have woken up with an extra toe.
That's true. And then I would have a spare. So if I got an ingrown nail and did
One
something,
and only Mookie MC says, was it big?
it was, yeah, it was big. I know why you're asking. Big. I'd say that it was probably 10 feet, 12 feet square. It was kind of a square shape. It's like a cube.
Activioness says, oh, mobile meth lab. Mookie, do you have an RV? Comma.
It was, and it was, you know, kind of, it apparently, it looked like it fell off a truck. I don't know. It was sort of at a, at a mild bend in the
And only
road.
Mookie MC says lol.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it was the container that this guy that's taking down his Christmas decorations, maybe it's what he puts his Christmas decorations in. This could all be connected. Oh, look, there's a house. Cows on the hill. Cows on
And
the hill.
only Mookie MC says I do have a pop-up camper.
You do? You really have a pop-up camper? I think it would be fun to rent, like, this vehicle that the skater's using. It's sort of like a van, but it's big enough that it has a bed in it. I think it has a little restroom. I mean, you wouldn't want to live in it for an extended period of time, but I think you could ride across the country in it if you wanted to be very minimalist. I think there's a whole thing, right? Is that what they call van life? I wouldn't want to live in a van, but I could spend a week in one, 2 weeks, maybe a month at the most. Where have you taken your pop-up camper? We're about to pass the infamous Christmas decoration. Saturday morning, nobody's on the road. We can go nice and slow. We still have a snowman. We still have a snowman. Secret Service snowman and the choir boys. They're the last standing. I mean, there's kind of a thing over there by the house, but that's basically it. I don't know what's going on there. You think this will be the weekend? Who thinks it will?
The one and only Mookie MC says I go to a campground in West Virginia once a year.
Oh, that's cool.
Annette says if he doesn't take them down this weekend, they are never coming down.
They gotta come down. They've gotta come down. I'm starting to get concerned. West Virginia. I mean, that sounds like fun.
Annette says maybe he'll be too busy enjoying Hampstead Day, which is today.
Yes, yes. We rode through Hampstead this morning. Mookie was super
And only
excited about
Mookie
it.
MC says, do you think he's dead?
No, no, I don't think he's dead. I think he's still alive. Wow, that's a pretty picture. The sky is pretty neat looking. Maybe he's laid up. He has an ingrown toenail. Doesn't know how to handle it. Music down. Yeah, we rode through Hampstead at like 5:30, 20 after 5:30. But there was nothing.
Ianette says, yeah, let's not be insensitive. Maybe he only has 9 toes. The one and only Wookie MC says, when we drove by, it seemed like they were going all out for Hampstead Day.
Yeah, Janet, Mookie is referring to the fact that we drove through Hampstead because I wanted to be one of the last cars to successfully get through the city, the town, before they closed the road. So it was like 20 after 5, and instead of taking the bypass, I went through Main Street. But the only people out were the ones that were getting ready to close the road. There was nothing else going on at all. So I suppose by now I wonder what time does it actually start? Because there wasn't even, I thought there might be people setting stuff up, and there weren't. None of that was happening. There's a big deer on the side of the road there.
Ianette says, I think around 8 a.m. and they close the road at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Ianette says it goes to 5 p.m. I think.
The road is closed from 6 to 5. So I guess.
Ianette says they finally have a nice day for it. The past few years it seems to rain.
Oh, really? I bet we could have made a lot of money from park the van on the side of the road, although there was no parking allowed. But if we had a place to park the van, just sold donuts out the back of the van, we probably could have made a killing.
Ianette says we should do that next year.
I mean, we could have we could have like a little tent off the back of the van. I got this whole thing pictured in my head. We could live stream it. So we'd have the live stream going. We'd be, I mean, we could, you know, we could sell donuts for, we could have like a Hampstead Day special.
One and only Mookie MC says, are the donuts competitively priced?
Well, yeah, they are. But I mean, we could cut the price a little bit to make it Hampstead Day friendly. I mean, I was almost going to say you could give them away, but I don't know if you do that.
Gideonet says that is a terrific idea.
Get some little giveaway going. We'll have a contest. You know me, I always want to have a contest. Saturday.
Gideonet says give them away. Jen just fell to the ground at that thought.
Yeah,
Ha
I know. Yeah, I think that would be pushing. It's not really a charity event.
At Gideonet says a contest that never ends.
Yeah, like our contest could be, we think the weather will be like next year. That would finish about the time. Most of our contests are about a year long. Well, they're a year long or less than 24 hours, one or the other. We go with the extremes. All right. 7 o'clock, perfect timing. It's a 2-hour trip. All right, everybody. Well, you know what? Like, if I walk through Hampstead later today, I don't know if I will. I don't know if I will. But if I did, I'll take some footage. We'll see. We'll see what time I get done. If I'm done by noon, maybe I'll do that. But, all right, everybody. Thank you all for riding along. It was another great day. I know I should. Guys are funny. All right, guys. I
Gideonet
will.
says have a great day, everyone.
I'll be
At Gideonet says you
back
should.
tomorrow.
At Donna says have a good day, everyone. The one and only Mookie MC says have a great day, everyone.
Wow.
I learned too much.
She saved up a lot of messages there. All right, guys. I'll be back tomorrow at 6, but have a great day. It's going to be sunny and nice here. Sounds like it's going to be nice everywhere. So enjoy your Saturday. Thanks for riding along, and I'll see you later.